So welcome to my mini presentation on Tummo and my learnings and some reflections during the Kechara journey. Today I will break down my mini presentation on background, definitions and goals of Tummo practice, a little bit about what I learned about the practice itself, the benefits of Tummo, and then a little bit about my own experience. And of course, I want to end with some words of appreciation for Khandrula. So let's get started with definitions and what are the goals, the real goals of Tummo, not what I thought they were. So Tummo, as many of us know, means inner heat. But actually, I think this is the more important definition shared by Khandrula, that it is about the fierce lady who transforms ordinary desire into bliss. And this comes from the Sanskrit word Chandali, that refers to a class of goddesses. And what are the goals of Tummo practice? Well, mistakenly, I had kind of thought that the emphasis is really in kind of generating the inner heat. But no, the real ultimate goal of Tummo is the non-dual experience of union of bliss and emptiness. And also, the goal is not this kind of temporary dissolution of winds, but a more of a continuous experience. What I had not realized that Tummo can be practiced as a separate practice or as a practice related to a specific deity. And for us, of course, it could be a way of connecting with the Vajrayogini. And Khandrula shares that if we do connect with Vajrayogini, the Dakinis can and they will assist us and help us generate bliss. So, few words about the practice itself. It is a completion state practice, and according to the words of Lama Tsongkhapa, all completion state meditations are directly or indirectly included within the yoga winds. I really appreciated the way Khandrula used some metaphors around the channels and the drops and inner winds. She referred to the channels as the house or the road, the drops, the furniture in the house, or the treasure carried by the horse on the road. And the inner winds would here really symbolize the owner of the house or the owner who moves the furniture in the house itself. And as we know in Tummo practice, we cause the energy, the winds or the Sanskrit word prana, really to enter, abide, and dissolve in that central channel. And as a completion stage practice, we could say yoga winds is a method to master, gain control of our inner winds, leading to control of our mind. And here I really appreciated the distinctions Khandrula made between our kind of gross coarse level of body, the subtle body, but really then also that there is the very, very subtle body. And in this very, very subtle body, the inner wind, the prana, is inseparable from our subtle mind. So, few words about the benefits of Tummo practice. Most of us know that, that the monks who meditate in the mountains of Tibet And there is now some independent research showing that both experienced monks and practitioners were able to raise their body temperature quite a bit after the practitioners as well were taught the Tummo practice. And the response is supposedly related to the sympathetic nervous system that then induces these beneficial responses by the body. I really like this statement by Kandrila, where she says that Tummo is like an internal shock to the system. But Tummo goes far beyond that. Kandrila states that Tummo practice takes care of everything. It is the essence of immortality. It not only cures diseases, but it also purifies obscurations, pacifies emotions, and helps us realize non-dual awareness, Mahamudra. So a few words about my own experience. So my own experience was humbling and challenging. I had many challenges. I found it actually hard to focus on visualization and breathing and practice all at the same time. And I found that it was hard for me to stay in kind of this meditative state. Sometimes I was drifting towards being too mental because I was focusing so much on the pieces of the visualization. But I also thought it was very inspiring because it really taught me how important integration is. And it also inspired me to look into this whole subtle body training, how it could be a wonderful support for practices like Tummo. So in sum, I still have a long way to go. And just a few thoughts on how we could possibly, within Dakini's Whisper, have some future trainings or practices related to Tummo. So one possibility could be to have these practices that focus on Tummo alone. Or perhaps for those challenged like myself, we could even have practices or training that focus on an element of Tummo. For example, subtle body training. Or we could have Kumbhaka training as part of Tummo training. Or we could focus on the visualizations themselves. So before I end today, I'd like to also share some words of appreciation. So dear Kandrila, thank you. Thank you for inviting us to the Dakini land. You have shown to us how to embody the experience of bliss and emptiness. And thank you for showing us a way to transform our karmic imprints. Thank you for your balanced approach, combining theory and practice. You have taken us inside the body's central tent with the shimmering central channel. You have invited us to experience the bliss wheel spinning. Thank you. And just sharing a little bit of my appreciation also about the journey. I am immensely grateful, Kandrila, for you sharing these authentic teachings coming to us through your rare and unbroken lineage. Thank you for your generosity. Thank you for your open heart and your immense patience. For me, above all, you have shown how everything is grounded in compassion and bodhicitta. How compassion is both the beginning and the end of our practice. We are immensely blessed. Thank you. So this is the end of my little mini presentation on Tummo and appreciation. And with lots and lots of love, I will end now with a few photos from yesterday in Finland. Thank you all. Thank you, Kandala. And thank you, Sangha. And I hope to see you all soon.